Hello, yippee, yahoo, yay. I'm running the Viva New Vegas fix guides, but I didn't tweak anything about gameplay that I know of. Because you can mod this out, which is annoying, you have to mash through, and I didn't mod that out.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? You can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Quick if you get back all your faculties.
Oh, whoopsie. I need to... Was it caps lock? I need to get out. I didn't mean to hit record too. I'm trying to think. I want to do an unarmed build. You can get the lucky shades, but I don't feel like doing that, honestly. Takes too long. can't think of anything that 8 agility is necessary for in the base game.
Sorry, little lady, I fixed up your head. Big corner drop. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light. Mother. Sometimes when you get tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixing to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one. Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Not too bad. That's what I was going for. The fact that I got these 3 is kind of funny. I need one more thing from you. We got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head. does it? Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. It was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
How do you think they'll handle the DLC in the remaster? Oh, I actually need to go get the shovel first, my bad.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. Pleasure. Give me a shout, Dave.
Yippee. Okay, I wanted to get through that tutorial section without talking over it because I like it. It's a comfy little introduction. It's probably more nostalgia than it being charming on its own, though. But I really like it. I like the part with Doc Mitchell. They announced a remaster for this game, and it's gonna be bad. But I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong. I would love to be wrong. I would love for the remaster of New Vegas to fix every single issue that the game actually has and to be epic. But it's just going to be the same game with a different graphic style, and it's going to run exactly like shit. There's going to be no gameplay improvements that matter. And it's going to cost $70. But you know what? Oh wait, this doesn't have the fixes, right? So I can... I can take skilled again, I think.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. If you want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me. Did you get a message? Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a broad flower. Let me think now.
You looking to buy some supplies? Pleasure doing business with you. Take it easy now.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw it looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. I'm a Securitron, Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these will do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder now. Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to
Cheyenne
get
has
is
like
it's
a
all the same
defined
idea.
abdomen.
You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever.
He
Well,
kind of
I hope
winds
that's
in
helped
like a
get you
Christmas
started.
tree.
I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Yeah, he does kind of have like the thin body. Sorry, she. All the dog models are identical. Is that Wasteland fatigues or is that the grunt outfit?
Hello? Can you help me? My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die. Go up the path. You will?
You will, me Barton. Sorry, I was scratching my shoulder. Does Gecko Steak still lower your strength by 1? No, this is good. I don't remember my muscle memory. This feels right. Yeah, you're still just stuck with 3 items.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you. Aha!
Done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out. I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Good Springs by killing Joe Cobb like that. His friends might come looking for him, and I don't think they're going to care who was involved in his death or not. Well, what's done is done. So, what can I do for you?
That guy looked mad. Something going on.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Goon.
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me.
Excuse me. Did I finish One Piece? I did. The One Piece is real.
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Did I find the One Piece? No. I'm not sure what the One Piece is going to be. Actually, I am. I'm more confident than I used to be. Because the egghead makes it sound like the Void Century is just going to be futuristic. So the One Piece is probably some kind of relic of that future. Which is kind of disappointing.
I'm sure I've got something you like.
It's not going to just be a coin. Yeah, it's one piece of currency. Whoa, I hate that. I hate that. I gotta turn that off.
Thanks.
This is supposed to be vanilla. What is it? Menu? Why are these tweaks on? This doesn't... Okay, would it be container? I just wanted fixes. I didn't want... There it is, synchronized container categories. I hate that. Get that off. I only have mods installed to like fix bugs and stuff. I didn't want to change any of the gameplay stuff. I want this to be as vanilla as possible while being stable. What if it's a one-piece swimsuit? I don't think Oda's capable of drawing one-piece swimsuits. He has to do bikinis. Because he has to draw every single girl with massive jiggly J-cup boobies. In his own words. Because there are these like things in the volumes called the SBS, which is literally just author interview questions, like after the chapter is done. And he's repeatedly used the term jiggly for boobs, and he talks about how all the girls have J-cups. Which is fucking crazy. Oda is like what people accuse Fujimoto of being.
That's close enough. Who are you? And what do you want with me?
If you're gonna shoot, you'd better not miss.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play? Thanks, I guess. Cobb wasn't the problem, though.
But
I
One
could've
Piece
handled it if he
swimsuits are
ever
cool
found me.
too. I agree.
Cobb's friends are the bigger problem. And when he doesn't get back...
In
they'll
Bleach's
come here
Beach
for blood.
episode,
There's no way I could fight them all.
so one of the people wears a one piece and it's really hot. Oh, it's Unohana. That's what I'm thinking of. Cause she wears like I think it's like floral, or is it a 2-color? I can't remember.
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I can help.
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Yeah, she wears I looked it up while I was talking. She wears the one piece that like rides up in the middle, so she's got like side boob out. Wait, Crispy Squirrel Bits has radiation. Why don't I put everything that has rads up? Oh, does everything have rads? No, Pure Food still doesn't. Okay. I think Gecko Steak only has 1, so I'll put everything that has 2 up. This gives you AP. Would I share a grave with Ringo? Are we talking like while we're alive? I wouldn't do well in a grave. I don't really like tight spaces very much. I mostly hate tight spaces because I have to constantly readjust my legs. I realized that when I was watching TV the other day, because I just haven't sat down and watched TV in a while, but I realized that like every 2 minutes I had to change the way my legs were sitting. He says you'd end up sharing a grave with him. He doesn't know that I'm built different. This isn't my blood. This is the blood of my enemies.
I don't think Joe Cobb knew what hit him. I'm hoping you took him down for a good reason and not for... Say no more. I'm in.
Just like that?
Just like that. Even though Joe Cobb's dead, his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well.
That is one of the funniest jokes from One Piece, is they go to this island that has a bunch of zombies on it. And one of them like starts dramatically popping out of the ground. And Luffy just walks over and pushes him back into the dirt. It's one of the best moments of the series. Yay!
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? Too dangerous. Uh-huh. The one in the bad trouble. Welcome.
The goal for this build is that I want to get, I think I want to do Pyromaniac, Saturnite Fist.
You looking to buy some supplies? Now just hold on. Right.
That sounds like it would be very cool. I kind of want to do it because of Akainu. I've got the, like, magma fist on the brain. $60.
Pleasure doing.
Do I have a salesman weekly?
You looking to buy some supply? This again? You made your point. Pleasure doing business with you. Take it easy now.
Yippee! But I know I'm going to do an unarmed build. I might just console in the superheated Saturnite Fist if I get Pyromaniac. I don't really feel like doing Old World Blues. just for the one weapon. I'm a cheater. I'm a dirty, filthy cheater.
Hey there.
This is like the lesbian polykill house. And Sunny Smiles all live here. All three of them.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be careful out there.
I think Shrudi's a robot. What is it? Her stunning, beautiful, bright eyes.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Be careful out there. Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Now she looks like one of those black-eyed peas. The black-eyed children.
Be careful out there.
Oh wait, do you guys have a star cap? I'll take that. Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that. Yeah, somewhere and has to fall down. Like that one Tyler, the Creator music video.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you? Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
And the way she walks around. It's almost like she's an artificial intelligence in a video game or something. Wake up! It's the Balgriff
So
meme.
what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
She's just in absolute darkness.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
It's time to get serious. What do we need to do? We've already got Travel Light covered. We can't get Pack Rat. We're working with like 11 skill points because I didn't raise intelligence. I think because this gets us easy terminals, will do this. Man, it sounds like a baseball bat might just be really jacked if we get it in good condition. Because Chance's knife will break down. It's a bit before we start getting combat knives.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
I can see the moonlight reflecting in his eyes. He's beautiful. I'm gonna kiss him.
I'll stick around for a
Call
bit
me
longer, but
Amanda
I'll be
the
gone
way
in
I
a
need
few
Amanda
days.
hug and
If
kiss.
you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
I want to wear this so I can see. Look at that. Her boobies grew bigger. I don't know if I have it in me to edit a video because I hate editing like a lot. But I want to make a video on whether One Piece is worth watching or not. I know that I want to do that. I want that finished video to exist. Because I don't think it's worth it, personally. Cat Eye? It was worth it for me, because, like, I'm an actual NEET. But, like, I don't know if it would be worth it for anyone who has, like, a real life. I think, if anything, I think the reason One Piece is so popular for a lot of people is because it fills a void that they have. Recharger rifle. Yeah, vanilla prospector outfit that's worth like 60. What does a field hand look like? Because I already think that if you have to, like, if you're watching a video that and you're like being sold on One Piece, you're definitely not going to watch it. Like, if you have to consider whether or not One Piece is worth the time investment, it's never going to be worth it for you. You're never going to hit a point where it becomes worth the time that you put into, like, consume One Piece. Which I think is one of the more critical things. If you have to even question if it's worth that time, it's not. If your time is so valuable that, like, you need to know that it's going to be worth it, then it's not. Which might be overly harsh, but I think that's the truth. But I mean, like, I think the same thing applies to like anything that's long form, like Bethesda games or like Persona games. I think if you're like questioning if you would get the like amount back that you put time into it, you're probably not going to. She has like a Simpsons hand. That was something I said in the stream tier list that absolutely no one watched. I think One Piece could have been like 1,000 chapters. Like 1,000-ish. Maybe like 1,100, like by the end of the series, if it was just paced better. Like written better. Not like the overall longness of the series, but like the chapter to chapter pacing. Because, like, I don't care that the series is physically long. Like, Naruto is 700 chapters and it's a good story. That's kind of the thing, is that, like, Naruto and One Piece are more or less, like, around the same story length. One Piece is just bloated. It's like Luffy when he eats a big piece of meat and his stomach gets all big and round. And he gets inflated like a balloon. Where's the scorpion? Isn't there like a scorpion that spawns in behind you here? Cracked grave? What the hell? What do you think? Do you think they'll add a sprint button in the remaster? Do you think they're literally just going to implement jam? That would be funny if they did.
Hold up. There are death claws all over the damn place north of here. I'd turn back if I were you. If you want to get to New Vegas, you're better off heading east from Prim and then looping north. It's a heck of a lot safer. They moved into the quarry after the powder gangers came through and made off with most of our dynamite. We shut the quarry down while we waited for the NCR to get us some more blasting sticks, but now the death claws have shown up. The NCR is a no-show, and my men and I have got nothing to do but sit on our asses all day. It's damn frustrating. Have you ever seen a death claw? They're taller than a man and far, far stronger and faster. And there's a whole pack of them out there. You'd have to be the meanest, toughest, roughest bastard in the wasteland to have any chance against them, and I don't think that's you. You need to take out the pack leaders, the Mother Death Claw and the Death Claw Alpha Male. Kill them and the pack will scatter. Pretty tough job. We'd see them occasionally, but they didn't seem too keen on getting too close to the quarry. Not sure if it was the noise or all the workers. I can't believe that an entire pack moved into the quarry. I thought that kind of bad luck only happened in New Vegas. There are a bunch of escaped cons from down south. The NCR was using them to maintain the railways as part of their sentence. I don't know who screwed up, but the powder gangers are loose. It was one group that attacked us and took our entire supply of dynamite. Okay. This is Sloan, a camp for us quarry workers. The actual quarry, Quarry Junction, is up the road north of here. The whole thing is an NCR operation. We make cement for the NCR using the limestone we dig out with dynamite and drag lines. Dirty work, but the pay is good. Wish we got paid in caps, though. Not a lot of merchants like taking NCR paper money. No. The NCR has been trying to switch over to using paper money, just like in the pre-war days. Trouble is that the exchange rates ain't exactly fair. For example, $100 in NCR money is valued at roughly half that in caps around here. Seems like a rotten deal for us, but work is work. It all gets shipped by rail over towards Boulder City and Hoover Dam. The NCR is probably building fortifications with it all. It's a big machine which moves rocks around, piles at a time. It's pre-war tech, so you need to Sure. I've been there once, and I don't recommend it. It's just a way to burn through a month's pay in 5 minutes. I've seen a lot of folks come through here thinking they'll have the easy life once they get there. It never happens. If you insist on going north, don't be expecting a rescue when you get into trouble.
Let me ask you a question. What's the tastiest thing you've ever eaten? I've got this recipe for a Deathclaw omelet that I've been itching to try out. Trouble is, I need a Deathclaw egg. Kinda obvious, I suppose. My great aunt Rose ran a bed and breakfast back in California, in a town called Modoc. She's the one who created the recipe in the first place. I don't know how she managed to get a hold of a female Deathclaw, but she kept it in a shed. Aunt Rose had a steady supply of eggs for her omelets. At least, she did until some stranger came along and killed the Deathclaw, shot it right in the eye. The quarry just north of here is full of Deathclaws, so there's bound to be an egg or two in there somewhere. Of course, a Deathclaw egg from anywhere will do. According to my Aunt Rose, those things have a ridiculously long shelf life. I don't have much in the way of money, but I'd be willing to share the secret of the recipe. All right. Do you need anything to eat or drink? Sure thing. Thanks. Sure. Well, there's the Deathclaws, of course. I think we're too small and poor for anyone to bother with, really.
You need something? I noticed Snuffles limping, but I didn't realize the problem was that serious. Thanks. That beast helps keep spirits up around here. It's nice to see things going the way they're supposed to for a change. I'm going to pay you out of my own pocket for this one. Yep.
And wham! Let's see, do I have the means to pass that speech check for the... I do. Right? Opening up the Brotherhood bunker would be nice, since I think the medicine lady's inventory restocks.
Hey there, girlie. You here to party with the powder gangers? That's us. We got sent here to fix the rails and make some new ones. And for that, we got to use dynamite. Of course, dynamite works pretty good against caravan guards, too. So, that's what we do. Rob and blow things up. This is, or was, the Big House. New California Republic Correctional Facility. Not much correcting went on here, just slave labor. One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves. Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory. That'll be Eddie. You can usually find him sitting in the warden's old chair up in the main building. Well, I don't know. Depends on if you can make it worth my time. 100 caps sounds right to me. Alright, you can go on in. Can't guarantee your safety, though. Just saying. Me? I ran with the toughest gang in the hub. You've heard of the hub, right? It's, west of here, I think. Back in California. We've got the biggest, baddest fort in the wasteland. There's water and power, and if we need grub, we just go out and steal it.
I'll be right back. I have to go pee.
Yeah, whatever. about time a new customer showed up around here. I was getting sick of dealing with the same faces all the time. If I don't have anything you like, well, tough. I don't do special orders. Thanks. I was always the guy who could get things, if you know what I mean. Figured I might as well keep on doing it. I worked in a casino in New Reno. One of the pit bosses decided he didn't like me, framed me over some caps, and I ended up in here. This is where the NCR sent prisoners to reform through hard labor. I never saw much reforming around here myself. Don't have any other place to go. I'd just end up back in another prison or dead out in the wasteland. See you.
Heard there was a new face around. Later.
Dawes said he let somebody in. So you going to give me a reason not to kill you and throw your body back outside? Why do you care? Answer, you shouldn't. I don't feel like trading life stories. The NCR called it a work-release prison. We lucky prisoners got the privilege of fixing up the rail lines and blasting rock for new lines. They got sloppy, though. Some of us managed to hide away some dynamite, and look who's in charge now. It was all Cook's idea. He and his boys managed to swipe some dynamite and hide it away in their cells. The rest of us just tagged along. Cook's crew headed north while the rest of us stuck around for payback. One mean son of a bitch really truly hates the NCR for some reason. And he got a lot of the other guys around to his way of thinking. He and his crew went north. I heard talk about some sort of big plan to get back at the NCR, but haven't seen them since. This is Powderganger territory, my territory. Most of the guys around here understand that. One, Chavez doesn't. Chavez formed his own crew and have been hitting traders on their own. Everybody I've sent after him either got killed or weren't able to catch him. That leaves you. What do you say? Chavez is the ringleader. Without him, his crew will fall apart. I don't give a shit about those guys. Good. Chavez and his boys were last seen south of here. If you're lucky and he's careless, he might still be there. Yeah, get out of here.
just walked into the wrong camp, my friend. Hand over everything you've got and we might let you live. That's nothing new. Am I supposed to be impressed? Alright. Pickings were getting slim around here anyway. I'm hit. Hey!
What? I'm happy you cleared that up for me, but we've got another situation to worry about. There's a merchant hanging around near the prison. Something feels funny about him, and I want you to deal with him. Shake him down if he's legit, but if not, take him out.
I don't get it. What's funny about a merchant?
Not ha-ha funny, you moron. Funny as in suspicious. He's not trying to run away like most people. Yeah, get out of here.
Never gets old when somebody knows something. Damn, running low on space.
Better be careful around these parts. I hear there's powder gangers around and dangerous for merchants like me. Guess I was a little too obvious. I'm actually a bounty hunter. I was hoping to bag some powder gangers if they tried to rob me. Not a whole gang or anything, just 2, maybe 3. I was a caravan guard, so I know how to handle a gun pretty well. Huh? Didn't know there were women powder gangers. Oh well, the NCR will still give me a nice bounty for your corpse. That's a good point. Sorry I tried to ambush you there. No hard feelings, I hope.
Over here. I'm here.
Good. Had him figured for NCR, one of the Rangers maybe. Anyway, speaking of the NCR, I need you to take a walk down to Prim. The NCR hasn't raised hell over our breakout, and I want to find out why. They're up to something, I can feel it. I know the NCR has troops near Prim, so talk to the locals and find out if any of those troops are going to be coming our way. Yeah, get out of here.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits. Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs. We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them. We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell. Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost. Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say. I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me. Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I had from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in. Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojaves sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out. No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Well, not for me to say. Nope. Different fella. Bigger. Had himself a face on a screen. And he talked more like you or me. Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going. I guess I don't have anywhere better to be. Beagle had some notes he was taking while he was eavesdropping around the Powder gangsters. He'll be your best source of information on that subject. Sure, I'll tell you what I know. I guess I don't have anywhere better to be. I might know something, but my memory ain't what it used to be. Sometimes it needs motivating. No need to get upset, youngster. We're all friends here. I swore not to say a word to no one, but an NCR deserter passed through some days ago and traded for supplies. According to him, the NCR has decided enough's enough and is going to send in a mess of troops to take back the prison any day now. Right now, Beagle is the closest Prim's got to any organized law, but he's still stuck up in Bison Steve. First thing I'd say is get his sorry butt out of there. Well, I'll answer what I can. Let's see. Been tough around here for a good while now. Worse since them thugs kidnapped our deputy. It started with the breakout from the prison up the road. First there was just a few thugs rolling through town, but then they got organized. Now they call themselves powder gangsters or something, and run around throwing dynamite and shooting people. A little while ago, a good chunk of them left whatever kind of organization they got up there to squeeze all the food and drink out of us they could. Ask away. That's where we are. This here little casino brought some cash and bodies into the town before them powder gangsters came in. They can't rush us without eating a good bit of hot lead, but we are in a kind of box canyon. Guess this is a fitting place for that as any. I reckon that if they thought hard enough about it, they'd realize they got more bodies than we have bullets. But for now, we're safe enough in here. I guess I don't have anywhere better to be. Well, you can call Beagle a deputy so long as you don't harbor too high an opinion of the word. Boy was about as useful as tits on a rat scorpion. Only qualification he ever had was to be brother to the wife of the sheriff. Still, I suppose he don't deserve what's befell him. We would have considered paying the ransom if we'd had caps to spare. Gangers, gangsters, all sounds like trouble to me.
That beat up old pile of bolts. What do you want to know? The courier dropped it off a little bit ago. I'd hoped to get it up and running for some courier work, but never could get it running. Not a bit. I imagine there must be some people around curious about that kind of technology.
I guess I don't have anywhere better to be. Sure, have a look. Pleasure doing business with you. Bye.
They killed him. Damn!
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb. Why, yes I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free. My good lady, I believe I may have some information that would prove useful. If you would just untie my hands, I'd be more than happy to share that information I have with you. Well, you look to be a trustworthy sort. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. I overheard them saying that they're on their way to Novak. If you want to follow them, I strongly suggest that you follow the road through Nipton. There are a lot of dangerous things out in the desert. You won't have me with you to protect you, as I need to stay here and keep Prim safe. It would be so very delightful if you set me free. I must say it's been the low point of my career in law enforcement. The powder gangers stole into town at night and murdered my sister and her husband, the sheriff, in bed while I was sleeping in the office. I watched them for a bit, waiting for the right moment to pounce and arrest a lot of them, taking careful notes as I watched. To my dismay, they found me while I waited in the shadows and brought me here. Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here. Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you fight my kidnappers with my help, but without it. You lead the way. I do hope this ordeal will be over soon. I just hope I won't have to use it. And depart we will. Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we? Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Prim. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage? Oh, no. I'm just a deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command. It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already. If you will. That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
Hey there.
You got that old robot up and running again? How's it working out for you? Now, your guess is as good as mine. You might luck upon someone who's a natural-born sheriff. I heard of one fellow what got himself locked in that NCR jailhouse up I-15. And maybe that ain't the best credential, but a sheriff's a sheriff. I imagine the NCR would be able to bring some law to the town, too. But from what I've seen, they barely got the firepower to protect themselves. Finally, if you can bring the law back to Prim, we'll all be in your debt. Well, I guess I never thought of that. I guess he could be sheriff, if you think he could be reprogrammed for it. Sure, have a look. Pleasure doing business with you. Later.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Ah, shucks. System runtime error. Unable to initialize law enforcement protocols, partner. Prim Slim at your service. Authentic cowpoke and official spokespot of the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Yeehaw! Where have you been, partner? Hiding under a rock? Vicky and Vance were this nation's fourth or maybe fifth most infamous celebrity outlaw couple ever. That's who they was. Prim Slim here can tell you the whole story, if you can spare a minute to hear the tale. Have it your way, partner. Mainly work up your curiosity by having a look at thrilling exhibits, like the genuine death car and Vance's machine gun. Prim is a thriving resort community located in Clark County, Nevada, right along Interstate 15. Whether you can't wait till Vegas to try your luck, or want to hit one last jackpot before you leave Nevada, Prim's your place. The town's premier attraction is the world-famous Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum, so you came to the right place, partner. The Bison Steve is one of Prim's less impressive casino hotels. I'd steer clear of that place, partner, if I were you. Rumor is the dealers over there are cheap, and that rickety roller coaster is liable to fall down any day because it wasn't built to cold. Why, this is the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum, Prim's premier tourist attraction and resort destination. Yeehaw! Happy trails, partner. Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Just mosey on over to the display case and you'll see it plain as day. Quite a piece, that gun. Mint condition, never fired. You're plumb loco, partner. Happy trails, partner.
didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story? I was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow. I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough trade if you ask me. Assuming an NCR pardon comes with the job, and it had better. I also need to be able to do things my own way. Due process has its place. Sometimes it's just a waste of time. I'll need to know that I'm not going to end up right back in prison. When I need to, yes. Alright then. Guess I'll just make a quiet exit. No need for a goodbye party or anything.
What? You like that? Like that?
Come.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now. It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on. There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars. No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already. Huh? You want to talk some more? Oh, that's right.
Move along, please. Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Law enforcement protocols reinstated, partner. Initializing use of force authorization. Authorization found. Yeehaw! Happy trails, partner.
That is a lot better. I just prefer how brass knuckles look. I'll have Eddie work on my knuckles. That way they're like a get out of jail free card. We can probably sell Chance's knife soon. It's only really better than the spike knuckles because of crit. That's about it. I think it's a little bit faster. And it can be boosted by 2 different perks instead of just 1. Yeah, it's a lot faster. Never mind, I was wrong. Honestly, when we get reinforced leather armor, we can probably go get 11 hate.
Hello? I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business? Military operations are classified information. Some powder gangers did you wrong, is that it? Get in line. Still, you do look capable enough, and manpower hasn't been easy to come by. Alright, fine by me if you want to put yourself in harm's way. I'll mark the staging area on your map. Talk to Sergeant Lee.
Hello. I'm Sergeant Lee. Lieutenant Hayes radioed ahead to say you were on the way. We've got surprise on our side, and that's about it. Once we blow a gap in the fence, we've got to pour on the fire and keep them disorganized. Our goal is to take out their leader, some assbag named Eddie. With the ringleader gone, the rest will fold. That's all the briefing you're going to get. Let's go.
Over here! You left. Right there.
Maybe I'm just jumpy.
We can take it from here. We might have some cleaning up to do, but Eddie's a Deddy. Gangs with no leadership don't last long. I'll radio Hayes to let him know the prison's ours. You should swing by to see him the next time you're near Prim.
Over here!
I'm gonna end stream here. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe not.